Hey, it's SZA. Check out my interview backstage at the KMEL House of Soul.
106 KMEL.
All right, what's poppin', people? Your boy Radio Reem and Ro.
Your girl Ro.
Backstage at the KMEL Holiday House of Soul. Had to stop and catch up with SZA, man. Just got off the stage, tore it down. I'm surprised you even have any energy left after that performance, because you did your thing. What's poppin', girl?
Thank you. I'm just hanging. It's my first time in San Fran.
How was it? The people was loving you.
Were they?
Come on.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I think there's something about like physics. I'm moving and they're like in a certain way, like in a certain direction. So if we're moving in the same direction, it look like they're standing still to me. So and then they look they're standing still like this. So I'm always like, oh my God, I need to do more. Something. I need to pull a rabbit out. Something.
We was jumping around with you. We was bouncing around, feeling it. Yeah, your first time in Frisco, you definitely did your thing.
Thank you.
So I'm liking that jacket too.
Thank you.
Retro.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
There you go.
That's
my
what's
first
up.
man's moment. Thank you.
That's what's up. So let everybody know a little bit about yourself for all those who haven't heard about you yet. You know what I'm saying? Talk to the people a little bit.
My name is SZA. Solana. Really. I'm from New Jersey.
Jersey? Where's the Jersey accent?
Jersey.
I don't hear it.
Well, I'm born in St. Louis.
She got the hair though.
Hey!
Yes. Excess. Everything in excess.
For real.
Yeah, so very small town called Maplewood is where I went to school and grew up, and yeah, I started singing maybe like 3.5 years ago. And before that, I've never like dabbled in music. If anything, I've dabbled in dance for a really long time.
So before 3 years ago, you had never sung before, you had never taken your artistry seriously.
Heck no.
What was you doing?
Everything, bartending, working at Sephora, like just random stuff.
Right.
Yeah, like, but I knew that I wanted like something. I needed something more, something to like satiate like the urge to just, I don't know, it was like a weird feeling. So
Like you had to be in front of people.
no, because I actually hate being in front of people.
Stop.
But as a dancer on stage, that's a different thing. Like dancing was kind of like, that's a different thing. It's like personal expression, but being in front of people like this is terrifying for me.
Let's talk about your music. So you have Ceases to Run, you got S, you got Z. So when is A gonna come out?
Super soon. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can't tease no
Yeah.
date.
Yeah, I can't say a date because I would be murdered in cold blood. So,
Can we expect any features on that album? You don't want to say it?
You going for the
I know, I'm trying to go for it right now. Exclusive KMEL footage right here.
I promise. This is a real album.
Yeah.
I will say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
This isn't bullshit, and it's not half-assed, and it's the adjustment period is over. So it took me a while to like get into my groove and like, or even on stage, or just in general, and adjust to this whole situation and my label and being in California from a completely different like situation. It's a culture shock.
For sure.
So
talk a little bit about your introduction to TDE, how you got involved with them. For everyone who doesn't know, you are signed to TDE. You know what I'm saying? Top Dog Entertainment. Producing stars like Kendrick, Absol, J Rock. You know the list goes on. Schoolboy Q. Yeah.
So weirdly enough, like I used to do some stuff with a company called 10 Deep, and my guy at the time was sponsoring a show that Kendrick had done at what was it, Gramercy Theater in New York for CMJ. I think this might have been his first CMJ. And I was like, I had to like bring the merch the next day, and it was a Sunday, and I had to bring all this merch by myself. So I brought my homegirl because I was shook, and I met Punch downstairs in the lobby, and I was just like going through stuff with my homegirl. You know, she's listening to some like terrible nonsense I did on GarageBand, and she just like tuned in, just like whatever. She don't care who Punch is or what's going on. She don't know who Kendrick is. She's just rolling with me or whatever. So she's being rude. Yeah, being so rude though, and just being like whatever. So Punch is like, what are you listening to? Like, why are you being so rude? And she was just like, you ain't know, she sings. And I was like, wow, this is the worst day ever. This is very unprofessional. So I'm like, man, I don't want to talk about that. This isn't why I came here. And I wasn't serious anyway.
You wasn't there to push, yo.
No, heck no. That time I was just on GarageBand. I had never even heard myself like on a real
Well, you need to hire her as your manager. She needs to be getting 15%.
You know what's crazy? She works at a coffee shop, and I swear to God, like the craziest people tell me, like when I shot for Vogue, and the lady who was dressing me at Vogue, so you know who I heard about you from? This lovely lady named Ashley at a coffee shop on 40th Street. And I was like, what? Hey. Like she literally she's the best friend. Thank you, Ashley, for being awesome every day. Ashley. I love you so much. But yeah, like she's just a dope ass friend, and she just kind of like talked me into my whole situation. So I kept seeing them like every year or so, like every couple months. And then South by, I drove like 35 hours from New York with like no money in my pocket. I had nowhere to stay and nothing to eat. And Punch, can't remember who blurted it out to Punch that I didn't have anything to do or anywhere to stay. And he was like, well, you know, we have like a very large house that we're renting or whatever for the thing, and you guys can totally stay here, nobody will bother you, we got food over here. I was like, word. So I stayed there, but when the boys asked me like, what do you do? I was starving. I hadn't eaten like 3 days. And I went there and I met all the boys and they were like, what do you do? I was like, I'm in school. I never was like, I sing. So, but I just got to know them, and they were really dope and really sweet. And then shortly after that, I guess Punch had been watching me from afar, like drop stuff on the internet and kind of like, and I had been sending him like little tidbits, but for his opinion, because besides him, my mother, my boyfriend, and my homegirl were the only people that ever hear me sing.
Wow. So
he was like, this is dope, you gotta do something. And I'm just like, I don't know. So it just kind of all like organically fell into place. And then I think Top got a call about me completely unrelated to Punch. So when I just flew out, I didn't even know I was getting signed. They flew me out. I'm like, I don't have anything to lose. I don't live anywhere. Like, whatever. I don't have anything else to do. And they were like, yeah, try and write this hook for Q. I'm like, okay. So I did it in like an hour. And then shortly after that.
Which hook was that?
No.
You got it?
No. It wasn't anything.
Okay. How have you managed to keep grounded? You just getting into this. You're fairly new. You know what I'm saying? You're fairly new to this. How has it been transitioning from being a regular girl that don't really go out too much, and like to stay at the house, to being interjected into this world with cameras and lights, and how has the transition been for you?
Oh, it's just terrifying. It's very terrifying. And I think I've always been very sensitive, and I'm like a loner, like by design, by nature, and I'm a people person because I enjoy people, but I'm not a very social person, if that makes any sense. But you're basically social all the time in that kind of circle, but it's like it teaches you how to appreciate things. But I can be very like standoffish, and I have to like tell myself to cool out and not be that way, and just kind of like relax and adjust. Even on this tour, like today was the first day that I combed my hair because I was so nervous the whole tour. My hair's been looking crazy every night. Don't judge this. I'm sweating. I sweated out. It looked okay.
That's her signature.
God, it looked like something way.
She hides a whole bunch of secrets in her hair.
She looked like DJ Quick in '92. You know what I'm saying? I like that. That's hot.
No, but I'm just a nervous person. Like
we couldn't tell. I couldn't tell none of that. You was jumping and you owned the stage. Right. A lot of artists they will stay in a circle and they will be but you own the stage. You moved around. You interacted with the crowd. So we loving that. So don't undersell yourself. We loving that. Talk to the people about when they can expect a project. The next, I know you said the A dropping pretty soon. Are they gonna get any snippets? And then where folks can check you out online too?
Oh, absolutely. So I just dropped Sobriety, and that's a teaser of what to expect on it. It's more musical. It's more honest. Just I have too much going on in here. This has been the craziest year ever. I've lost people I loved. I've lost myself a couple times. I found myself a couple times.
Hey, that's most important.
It's a lot. So it's all going into A. So that's what to expect. And
amen.
Yeah.
Hey, I can feel that. You made me. Dang, I just. And where can folks check you out online for everybody that's wanting to get some of your music and just follow up and keep up with your path?
Awesome. On Twitter I am at SZA, that's at SZA, and on Instagram I am just SZA, that's JUSTSZA, and on iTunes I think I'm just SZA. If you just search me, I'll pop up.
You Google this woman, she will pop up.
No,
you know what I mean? She's doing her thing. One of the first ladies on TDE. Much respect.
The only lady on TDE.
Man,
yes.
That's real talk. Make sure you follow on Twitter. Keep up with the movement. Follow me at Radio Ring Row by RWBOT 408.
You
already know how we get down. This is KMEL Backstage at the Holiday House of Soul, y'all. Peace.
Holla.